BlackRock, the world's biggest asset manager with a $9 trillion portfolio, is now looking at Bitcoin. The huge financial company is thinking about using an exchange-traded fund, E.T.F, to make a smart move into the Bitcoin market. This choice could start a new era in the way Bitcoin's price moves, which is an exciting adventure we are about to start. BlackRock's bold crypto gambit. When BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world, moves into a new financial field, everyone takes notice. After all, this is an organization that is in charge of assets worth a staggering $9 trillion. So its latest move toward Bitcoin is like a financial earthquake, sending shockwaves through the crypto ecosystem. Together with another financial giant, Fidelity, BlackRock has been charting a new path in the crypto sphere. This is best shown by the fact that BlackRock and Fidelity have both applied to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, for a Bitcoin ETF. This project, a risky bet in a field that these institutions usually look at with skepticism, is strong proof that things are changing quickly. So far, big players in the financial world have looked at the cryptocurrency market with a mix of interest, doubt, and sometimes outright contempt. But that's about to change. What we're seeing now isn't just a passing fad. It's a change in how people see digital currencies as a real and possibly profitable business sector. The move by BlackRock and Fidelity shows that this is an area that can no longer be ignored. These institutions are moving into this area because they see the worth and potential of Bitcoin. Bitcoin, which was once seen as a speculative investment or a digital wonder, is now widely accepted in the world of traditional finance. Even though the uses are still in their early stages, the effects will be huge. The Bitcoin E.T.F plan is a move away from buying, selling, and holding Bitcoin directly and toward a new way to invest that gives exposure to Bitcoin price changes without the need to deal with crypto wallets or private keys. In effect, BlackRock's proposed Bitcoin E.T.Fs would give investors a more mainstream and regulated way to invest indirectly in the Bitcoin market. They would give buyers the chance to make money on the Bitcoin market without having to deal with the complexities of Bitcoin itself. It's important to note that this move doesn't just show that institutions are interested in Bitcoin. It also shows that the financial world is changing, a world where digital currencies are not just accepted, but also embraced as part of a diversified investment plan. The sheer size of BlackRock and Fidelity's impact suggests that their entry into the crypto market could spur other institutional investors to follow suit. This would be the start of a new era for investing in digital assets. Even though BlackRock and Fidelity's Bitcoin E.T.F plans are innovative, they aren't a sure thing to be a home run. They are now added to the growing stack of applications, waiting for the SEC to approve them. The way to approval isn't clear, but it's hard to say enough about how important the journey is. We're all following this journey, which could have huge effects on Bitcoin and the rest of the cryptocurrency world. If you find these developments intriguing and wish to stay updated, ensure you're subscribed and have notifications on so you can follow our deep dive into the potential BlackRock effect and the transformative power of Bitcoin ETFs. The SEC's balancing act with Bitcoin ETFs. We need to look at the SEC to really understand what BlackRock's bold move into crypto means. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission is the so-called gatekeeper. Its job is to protect investors, keep markets fair, and make it easier for companies to raise money. The SEC has been walking a fine line when it comes to Bitcoin ETFs, doing a careful dance between encouraging innovation and making sure investors are safe. The SEC has been known to be careful about Bitcoin ETFs over the years. This is true for good reasons. Things like market instability, liquidity, and the risk of being manipulated are at the heart of the matter. For people who are new to the area, Bitcoin has been a great example of how prices can change quickly and dramatically. This is something that lawmakers tend to be wary of. A lot of people have also been worried about how open the Bitcoin market is and how easy it would be to change the price. The SEC also takes into account how old the base market is. The SEC has been taking its time with Bitcoin because it wants to make sure that the market is mature enough to protect investors' interests. Remember that this isn't a normal choice. In many ways, approving a Bitcoin ETF is a sign that Bitcoin has a place in the financial world. The applications from BlackRock are now part of a growing list of Bitcoin ETF hopefuls, all awaiting a verdict from the SEC. The fact that these applications are still being reviewed has become a symbol of the larger tension between the fast growth of the crypto sector and the need for officials around the world to be careful. But even with the problems and the SEC's natural caution, the fact that these forms have been sent in changes the story. It shows that these big names in finance are ready and willing to learn more about Bitcoin. It also shows that their views on digital assets are changing and getting more positive. Make no mistake, a nod from the SEC to a Bitcoin ETF would not just be a regulatory milestone. It would send a strong message to the financial world that Bitcoin is here to stay and has arrived. This careful dance by the SEC is a fascinating story of regulation and revolution, custom and change, and it could have a big impact on the future of Bitcoin and the crypto industry. Bitcoin E.T.F impact, a potential tidal wave. Imagine that a Bitcoin E.T.F was passed and was working. Think about what could happen and how it would affect the whole banking system. It would be a big step that would change the way we think about and use Bitcoin. At the heart of a Bitcoin E.T.F is how easy it is to buy and sell. No need to worry about how to handle digital wallets or secret keys. It would be as easy to buy shares in a Bitcoin E.T.F as it is to buy shares in a company. This could open the door for people who want to invest in Bitcoin but are scared off by how complicated it is. If a Bitcoin E.T.F was accepted, it would be a strong sign that Bitcoin is a legitimate asset class. It could trigger a wave of institutional investments into the crypto market, potentially inflating Bitcoin's price. Prices could go up if there was an easy-to-use and regulated way for people to spend their money. It's an easy matter of supply and demand. With Bitcoin's limited quantity and rising demand, prices could go through the roof. Also, the acceptance of the first Bitcoin E.T.F could set a standard for future crypto E.T.Fs. This could make the market for digital currency bigger and more important in the world of business. The effects are big and important, like a possible tidal wave. BlackRock's Crypto Aspirations, a potential market disruptor. Step aside and observe as BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, makes its ambitious foray into the realm of cryptocurrency. Its application for a Bitcoin E.T.F signals a profound shift, one that may disrupt the market in unprecedented ways. We are talking about the BlackRock effect, which is a change that could happen in the Bitcoin world. Why is it so important? Well, BlackRock isn't just dipping its toes into the world of digital currencies. With its application for a Bitcoin E.T.F, it wants to jump in headfirst. This is more than just a new product. It's a vote of faith in Bitcoin and a change in attitude that could lead the traditional investment world to accept cryptocurrencies more. This move will affect a lot more than just BlackRock. When a boss goes somewhere new, other people usually follow. BlackRock's move could start a chain reaction that leads other big investors to look into the world of digital currencies. This could make the market more confident in the sector as a whole. Now, of course, a lot of this depends on the SEC's oath, which is by no means a sure thing. But just applying for a Bitcoin E.T.F shows the market that BlackRock thinks the crypto space has a lot of promise. If the SEC gives the go-ahead, people could start investing a lot of money in Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is in short supply and there is more demand, prices could go up, which could start a new bull run. In short, the BlackRock effect could be a turning point in the history of Bitcoin and other digital currencies. What are your thoughts on the prospective BlackRock effect? Do you think it will be a catalyst for new highs in Bitcoin's price? Share your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.